The race director gave the green light to restart.
Since these conditions aren't ideal for high-speed endurance, we're cutting the tires open to inspect them directly.
Tires held pretty good, stint time was pretty good, zero issues with the car.
In terms of durability and stability, it's definitely capable of going one more lap.
If you can make this work, Ricciardo can go for the top 10.
You know, a risky strategy can kill the driver, right?
They now stand on the brink of becoming the first Asian team to break into the top 10 at the world's greatest 24-hour endurance race.
This is the Grand Prix track, the best place to try and prize an opening, try and not force an overtake, but just make it happen. But you've got to hope that the traffic falls in your favour as well, and the BMW couldn't quite run out to the apex there because of the maybe SP7 car in behind, a flash of the lights.
Yeah, audacious that, wasn't it? Get out of my way. I know you've been leading for ages, but now it's my turn. Get out of the way.
It's probably going to be pretty close with each other with the car which we're fighting for. The car is about, I think it's 10 seconds ahead of you. It's 10 seconds ahead of you. It's no longer ahead of you. That's the car you're going for. That's the position. Copy. Setting ahead. Copy, setting ahead. Doing a great job. We love it. Pace, everything looks good. We are P10 overall right now. Pick this lap. Copy. The grip is pretty good actually. It's pretty constant. I'm not pushing too much, but like this I can keep it up for quite a bit. Copy. Staying on the ground as fast as we can. We're probably going to be pretty close with each other with the car which we're fighting for. From now on you can push, and if we make him drive fast, I'm pretty sure that he probably has to come in one more time. Copy.
Look how close Augusto Farfus is. He's in the slipstream. He pulls to the outside, and with the slipstream, with the momentum, the BMW takes the lead. Only one BMW on the entry list, and it leads here at the Nürburgring. Don't get the advantage of a fast and clear racing circuit.
Good job there with P9 right now. Enjoy yourself, have fun, put some nice laps in, and bring it home. Copy. Checking flag is out. Bring it home. Which position did we finish? P9 overall. Great result. Job well done.
Well done, everyone. Well done.
Mega result. Strong team.
That's mega job, everyone.
Hankook Competition finished the Nürburgring 24 hour, becoming the first Asian team ever to record a top 10 finish.
I think as a team we had an amazing result. I mean, knowing the guys back in Korea when we did the races there, and then achieving such a result basically on a global podium here feels really good. I think it sets us up for the future.
Kind of complicated feelings because our target is always to be in front of the field, winning the event. But considering where we started from and all of the challenges that we faced in the build-up to the event, I think that we did a really good job as a team. Can be very proud of what we achieved together.
It was really nice to see how all the Korean mechanics, all the engineers, every team member we have in our team was celebrating, were so mixed emotional feelings, but in a good way. It was amazing.
To say we want more is a lot, but we're asking for a lot, and I think the team is trying to put a program together for the following 24 in a way that we can fight for the overall podium and show that we can perform as well as any other teams out there.
We weren't just running our own race out there, we were actually fighting for position, really competing. They each did their job perfectly, and in the end, with no troubles and no mistakes, the team showed a really high level of execution. I'm genuinely grateful for that. And then, of course, it comes down to the tires. Tire development, that's the most important thing. It won't be easy, but I believe our engineers will do a great job.
We're the #1 tire manufacturer in Korea, and for our first outing in such a major event as a Korean team, the result was really good. The top class of the Nürburgring 24 hours is basically a battlefield for tire manufacturers. It's where the strongest global teams come to compete. We plan to analyze everything thoroughly and prepare well, so it becomes a solid foundation for next year's 24-hour race. I'm confident that everything we went through this year, our team's effort, our drivers' work, and the entire tire development process will become an incredibly valuable experience. The result of the 2025 Nürburgring 24 hours was personally incredibly impressive. Knowing that our journey, our footsteps, is delivered to the fans who support us and to people across Korea through the technology of our tires. That's another kind of joy I feel as a driver for Hankook Competition.
3ㅅ Station is the place where the technology and heritage that Hankook Tire has built through motorsport are passed on to each and every customer. When you watch motorsport, you always see the race car coming into the pits, the crew giving everything they've got from tire changes to full vehicle checks. And every time I see that, it always reminds me of 3ㅅ Station and the All My Tea service. Just like a driver waiting in the pit lane puts their trust in the team's teamwork, I believe 3ㅅ Station gives that same confidence to our customers, providing reliable tires and delivering real satisfaction through a wide range of services.
For me, 3ㅅ Station has become a special place that connects the racetrack with everyday life. I feel the motorsport DNA myself in my everyday life as well, using Hankook Tire Ventus. From tire testing on world-class circuits to the 24-hour race itself, the part that stays with me the most is the time we spent preparing for the 24 hours 3 NLS series at the Nürburgring.
NLS is the battleground of technology that Hankook Tire has chosen. A proving ground for tire performance built to withstand the extreme. The journey toward the Nürburgring 24 hours had already begun with NLS. There was a time when Hankook Competition, reborn as a global team, and the engineers from Hankook Tire tested the limits of the tires together on the brutal course of the Green Hell, building our competitiveness as one unified team.
The NLS, or Nürburgring Langstreckenserie, is the pinnacle of endurance racing in Germany. A true test of man and machinery at one of the most challenging circuits in the whole world. For Hankook Competition, this marks an important milestone of our first race in the SP9 class with our brand new Porsche 911 GT3R. It's not just another race, it's the beginning of a new chapter, a key step toward the ultimate challenge, the 24 hours of the Nürburgring.
Yeah, so as this is our first proper season doing the NLS, we're looking to do, of course, focusing as much as we can towards the 24 hours. But as the 24 hours is quite early in the season, we'll only be able to do 2 4-hour events. I think it's NLS 2 and 3, followed by the qualifiers, and then straight into the 24. So it'll be a busy first half of the season as we prepare for that. Well, the SP9 category is, of course, the top category at the Nürburgring. We had to go with the best partner.
The Porsche is quite famous on the Nordschleife. It's the car with the most success so far.
Also, we have a close working relationship already with Hankook Tire and Porsche. Also with Manthey, which is the factory team for Porsche. And they're especially strong here at the Nürburgring.
And also from a tire development point, it's really interesting because of all the weight it has on the rear. So if you have a lasting tire on a Porsche, for sure it's good on any other brand as well.
It was really a very simple decision that in order to take on the world's best here at the Nürburgring, we had to partner with Porsche and with Manthey as well. But the performance was very strong, so we'll have to now develop and adapt tires specifically for the GT3R.
We bought a GT3 car and built our entire plan around developing tires for the Nürburgring 24 hours. We started this year with 2 major goals: developing the tires and then competing in the race to achieve the best results possible.
For regular passenger cars, tires are developed with versatility in mind, but in racing, everything is much more detailed. The tires are developed with a sharp focus on specific conditions to deliver the best possible performance in each scenario.
In endurance racing, durability is everything. And that's why developing tires for endurance races is never an easy task.
The test we did at Paul Ricard was primarily for developing the wet tire. When it comes to the Nürburgring, wet performance in low temperatures is extremely important. And because the race runs for 24 hours, the temperature can be really high during the day, but drop sharply at night or early morning. So we focused heavily on compound-based specs to make sure the tire abilities do its job in low temperature wet conditions.
How did you feel as soon as you go out?
Yeah, it has a grip feeling straight away. The front responsiveness is good. A little bit, just as this is a character, not really a big difference. But on the high speed and hydroplaning recovery, I think the 58 was a little bit better. Yeah, so it's a big step. Big improvement. Yeah.
After the test, we felt like this direction might actually be the right one, and that gave us a bit of confidence. At Mugello, we prepared a super soft compound, softer than the one we had been using before. The weather kept changing, just like last year's Nürburgring 24 hours. So we ended up running the wet, intermediate, and dry tires. And I think that really helped us prepare for the race. But when we actually drove at Mugello, the graining was severe, and the wear levels were much higher than we expected. we realized this was the limit, that we couldn't go any softer than this. After the Mugello test, we shifted our focus from pure performance to safety and continued the development with that in mind. Our compound engineers are so skilled that we were able to find the performance we wanted in just one go. We felt that the wet tire performance, which had been one of our weaknesses, was finally at a level we could be confident in. And with that, we were able to start the 2025 Nürburgring season.
How is the balance? So the vibration is getting more and more. I have absolutely no grip. Just overall setup. Get a lot of oversteer, entry, mid and exit. Mid and low speed. And getting very snappy now. Vibration is getting worse. Copy. Box.
The Porsche GT3R is one of the fastest cars you can drive on this track. And it's also one of the cars with the highest downforce, so the force loaded onto the tire is enormous. And what we need most right now is a tire that can handle that level of downforce. As new platforms come out, the cars keep getting faster and the downforce keeps getting stronger. So the tires have to be developed to match that. That's why we focused on high-speed endurance and worked on improving the performance step by step. It was our first time entering, and we were trying to make things happen with a small crew. And because we had to rush so much, a lot of things were really tough.
P9 at the moment. Box.
Was it only the rear? Did you also feel that vibration during qualifying today or not then? There was a little bit. Overall, even during qualifying. Was it happening only in certain sections? No, everywhere. Then it would get better again. It felt similar to the vibration you get when rubber builds up on the tires.
It was just really oversteery.
Worse than last time?
Yeah, worse. Last time, if I turned like this, it would rotate about this much. But today the angle wasn't right, so I had to correct it like this to catch it. Now I have to turn the wheel all the way.
From a driver's perspective, when the vibration starts coming through the tires, of course it creates fear. And with that going on, I don't think the drivers could push at 100%.
And we are waiting. The lights on the starting gantry are red. The field is really punching nice in. Now they go to green. Looks like a very good start.
A lot of vibration. We cannot follow them. Copy. Let me go there. Box, driver change. The paper spots. I'm getting a little bit of understeer from entry to mid understeer. Not that bad, but it's getting increasingly worse. Copy that.
There were just too many tire issues.
Grip, front and rear, we have nothing.
Tire pressure alarm. Tire pressure alarm.
The drive shaft was broken.
What frustrates me most is that we couldn't fully control the race.
But one thing we also have to consider is that conditions can change.